The Counterpunch.
When I attended UFC 239 in Las Vegas, I was sitting in the media center and editing on my computer as referee Jason Herzog gave Ben Askren and Jorge Masvidal the okay to start fighting. As soon as the fight started, I looked down at my computer to stop editing the clip I was working on when I was startled by everyone screaming. I look up to find out that I missed a very important moment in UFC history. Leading up to UFC 239, Ben Askren made fun of Jorge Masvidal every chance he could get. He claimed that he was going to beat Masvidal and earn a title fight later in the year. Of course, everyone bought into that, given Askren's ability to be so charismatic with the microphone, and not to mention he had an undefeated professional record. Well, all that talk didn't turn out so good, as Masvidal landed this flying knee just 2 seconds into the match. Within the next 3 seconds, Masvidal landed 2 huge punches on an unconscious Askren, and the fight was stopped. That vicious knockout was the fastest in UFC history, as the fight lasted a whole 5 seconds.
He's so predictable, man. He's a scrub. But a part of me just wanted to throw it out there so he knew, like, if you do shoot like an idiot, like you only know how to, your head's going to get clipped, and that would put the brakes on him and then beat him up for 14 minutes and 30 seconds and execute him. Or, you know, he took the bait. You know, I put my hands behind my back. He probably thought we were going to patty kick it up or something. I don't know. But he walked right into it, you know.
Masvidal is a veteran of the sport, as his last fight marked the 47th of his career. Masvidal's experience inside of the cage played a role in this record-breaking knockout, as he knew the flying knee would work against someone that is a wrestle-first fighter. In fact, Masvidal came up with the game plan for this fight.
We didn't know if I was going to open up with it right away, but we knew I was going to have it in my back pocket for sure, you know. And I did want to hit him with it in the first round. I didn't know if right off the rip or a minute or two into it, because mainly whether I hit him or miss, it kind of pumps the brakes on wrestlers. Like, whoa, if I shoot in, I could get my face rearranged and look like an idiot on TV. So I definitely wanted to put that out in the first round. I didn't think I was gonna do it right off rip, but he fell for the bait so hard. I could just see how eager he was just to come forward, and so I put my hands behind my back and let him think, come eat. He didn't know it was gonna be a buffet though. He thought it was gonna be a 3-piece. Now you getting the whole MGM Grand buffet to the face, man.
In Masvidal's last 2 fights, he's had 2 killer knockout wins. UFC President Dana White feels that Masvidal has always had the potential to be a star, but it hasn't been until recently that he started to turn his career around. He also believes that Masvidal's latest knockout is one of, if not the best, in UFC history.
If you looked back and saw some of the knockouts that have happened, there's some nasty ones, but that one, not only how it landed, how he went down, but how many times he tried to get up and couldn't get up, and yeah, that was vicious. And I bet if you talk to him, he remembers nothing about leaving the octagon, or God knows when he starts remembering again, you know, things that he remembers after. Probably wasn't until he was in the ambulance or something like that. Yeah, that was one of the most vicious knockouts I've ever seen.
Of course, after 2 big wins and being ranked the number 4 welterweight in the world, Masvidal wants a big fight next. The 2 names he has in mind are UFC superstar Conor McGregor, which most likely won't happen, but he's also interested in current UFC welterweight champion Kamaru Usman, who is currently injured but does plan on defending his welterweight strap at some point this year. The only roadblock there is his teammate and former interim welterweight champion Colby Covington is fighting Robbie Lawler in August, and a win may give Covington the shot. But Masvidal believes that he is truly next.
I think my body of work speaks for itself. If you want sheer violence, you know who to call. If you want other man, guys going to press conferences on time and posting on their then you know who to call, man. But if you want somebody who's going to give you this violence, you know who to call.
You know, I never had to bleep out anything in a story before, and, well, now I have to do it quite a bit. Oh, well, at least it was entertaining, just like that knockout. Before ending, I just want to note that Dana White said he hasn't made a decision on who's going to fight Usman next. He's going to let things play out before deciding whether or not Masvidal is next in line. That's it for this Counterpunch. We'll see you later, everyone.
The Counterpunch.